Guy Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you once again on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with my Ohio State Buckeyes, Iowa Hawkeyes Week 6 game recap as the Buckeyes went out there and took care of business once again. And they took down the Iowa Hawkeyes today by a final score of 35-7. And what's crazy is that at halftime was 7-0 Buckeyes. And I was thinking, oh, so we're going to have a firefight tonight, huh? Is that how it's going to be? Then third quarter came around and the Buckeyes went out there and did what they always do. They turned up on both sides of the ball, and next thing you knew, it was 28-0. Yeah. The Buckeyes rapidly took control of this game in the second half, and that was pretty much it. Now, Iowa did score a touchdown in this game from Caleb Johnson, but by the time he scored, it was already 35-7. So you can essentially say it was like that Chris Paul meme, right? Chris Paul hits a big three to cut the lead to 42 points. We've all seen that meme on Twitter, right? Well, that's pretty much what happened in this game. And that's pretty funny because, as you know, Caleb Johnson was running his mouth during the week talking about even if Ohio State had offered him coming out of high school, he wouldn't have went to the Buckeyes, which is hilarious because the Buckeyes didn't even offer him, right? Yeah, Ohio State went out there and took care of business like they always do. You look at how they did overall. Will Howard, another great game, 21 of 25 for 209 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Once again, got caught being a little too over aggressive. I guess that's the way he's going to be. Whatever. It's really the only mistake he made. Cade McNamara, 14 of 20 for 98 yards and an interception by Davison Benison. He threw it right to Davison. Now, the ball was tipped, and the ball being tipped saved us from having that play negated due to a penalty because, let's be honest, Davison was getting a little grabby with the receiver. So, yeah, that ball being tipped saved it from being a DPI. So, that's cool. Caleb Johnson on the ground, 15 rushes, 86 yards, and of course that little touchdown at the end, whatever. Sullivan came in. He had 2 rushes for 27 yards. Yeah, they actually took out Cade McNamara after a while because we were beating them so bad. Now for the Buckeyes, Quinshon Judkins, 13 rushes, 78 yards. Travion Henderson, 11 for 61. Will Howard, another rushing touchdown for my quarterback, 10 rushes, 28 yards. Jeremiah had 1 for 14. James Peoples had 3 for 12. And then Devin Brown, of course, had 1 for 10 to end the game. Okay, whatever. Through the air, Jeremiah Smith, another one-handed catch. It's becoming a tradition at this point. That dude makes an insane catch every week. And he is quickly going to shatter that our freshman receiving touchdown record. Yeah, he's going to shatter that thing. He had 5 targets, 4 receptions for 89 yards. Emeka Egbuka, 9 receptions on 11 targets, 71 yards, 3 touchdowns. Love to see that. Brennan Innes didn't really do much. 3 receptions, 29 yards. Will Kasmeric had 1 for 12. Bryson Rogers 1 for 8. Travion Henderson had 2 for 2 yards. Okay, and then Judkins had only 1 catch for -2 yards. It is what it is. Defense also was getting after it as well. Can't necessarily find the stats, but yeah. Had a couple sacks out there, strip sacks, Jack Sawyer getting after it. Love to see it. I think what was it? Ty Hamilton had a strip sack too. Or I guess it's a forced fumble or whatever. But yeah, defense is really getting after it in the second half. And it's funny because I was talking about how we were awfully light on the interceptions, and then Davison Benison gets a pick. And then we've also had a couple fumbles, and yeah, defense is really doing a good job of getting that ball back. And that's where a lot of those points came from in the second half, off of turnovers, which is huge. Because who knows what happens without those turnovers, right? I mean, the game literally went from 7-0 Buckeyes to 28-7 in the blink of an eye because of those turnovers, right? Now, getting into my post game observations for this one. Number one, Jeremiah Smith is inevitable. Every week, he makes an insane play. You can count on it at this point. And of course, earlier in the game, he did have a bad luck fumble. You know, it looked like he was making a big play. Cornerback came in and just a well placed punch to the ball, knocked it out. I'm not going to blame Jeremiah about that. It's just nothing you can do about that. He did bounce back, though. Yeah, really good stuff from him. Number two, more turnovers. We love turnovers over here. And then number three, this is in reference to Mr. Johnson, talk ish, get smacked. Right? That's why you don't talk crap in the media about another team, especially one as good as Ohio State, because we could go out there and put belt to ass and embarrass you, which is pretty much what we did. Yeah. Now, when it comes to my MVPs of the game, on offense, I went with Emeka Egbuka. 3 touchdowns. Can't overlook that. And it seemed like every touchdown was crazier than the last one. And then on defense, I went with the front seven because they essentially shut down Caleb Johnson. He did virtually nothing until the backups came in. And then he got his little touchdown. Whoop-de-doo! Notice, though, when he scored, he really wasn't saying much of anything at all. Yeah. And humbled real quick. So, Buckeyes went out there and they dominated in their all gray unis. Love to see it, man. Now they got Oregon next week. That's going to be a banger. Of course, it's a Saturday night main event, pretty much. This is going to be an absolute slugfest. I cannot wait. Man, I had Oregon fans in my comment section yapping it up the last couple weeks, so that's going to be fun. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to head out and I'm going to watch this Bad Blood pay-per-view and got some dinner too. So yeah, we gonna feast. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow on the main channel for Browns and Commanders. I'm hoping and praying to the football gods that the Browns don't piss me off tomorrow. But deep down, I know they're gonna piss me off. It is what it is. You know, I'll see you guys tomorrow on the main channel for that. But over here on the Buck and Crazy YouTube channel, it's gonna do it for me. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Bucks. And 5-0. Yeah, it's the best thing about being 5-0. The opportunity to go 6-0. Yeah. All right, guys. See you guys later. Go Bucks. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. OH, I'm out. Yeah. Bye-bye. I love this team so much. It's like a breath of fresh air compared to watching the Browns. The Browns piss me off. These guys make me get lit. Yeah. Bye-bye.